Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a high ELO gamecast. I am Sylphin. In today's video we're looking at a very high ELO game here featuring a few very high ELO players. We got Cameron, we got Chips Doze, we got Toke Flit, we got It's Mike. This is just to name a few here, and this is going to be pretty darn good. And here we are in game in the match. On the blue team here, it looks like we have Vision on Sarath, World of Best MCL on Twin Blast, Toke Flit on Howitzer, It's Mike on Severug, and Wowie on Lieutenant Bellica. So in terms of this team here, we're likely going to have interesting team composition to say the least. Looks like we might... Who do we have in which lanes here? The Sarath and Howitzer going over to the left here. So I'm not actually going to be able to say very much, as they are placing down their wards, these dummy wards here, and the early match here, and then we're going to talk about who goes into what lane, as is really not clear at the moment. On the orange team we have Cameron. Oh, Cameron on Sparrow. He's gonna rip this blue team to shred. Well, we'll see if he does. Cabadani on Richter, Brainy on Howitzer, Chipdos on Yin, 2 carries interestingly enough, and Funky on Kwong. So this team looks like we have a pretty good front line with Richter and Kwong, with Yin also being in there somewhat. Sparrow and Howitzer. The CC is actually really quite good here. Richter, Howitzer, and Kwong. That it does provide a good amount of control over these over the enemy team, while the blue team has Severug, Howitzer, and Lieutenant Bellica for that CC. Twin Blast, not the strongest carry, but we do have Sarath being the carry as well. So that's going to be very interesting. So it looks like the blue team does have a Sarath in the off lane. She's going to be taking the white camps, and a Kwong on the off lane for the orange team here. Let's say a little bit of a gank here by bro. Wowie, be careful. Where is that? Oh, that just secured your death there, Brainy, as he unfortunately decided to take the wrong few steps. With Richter in here, he might be able to secure the kill. There is that crowd control. Oh, but yeah, can they secure the kill? Here's Cambodi. Can he do it? Yes, he can. There's the subjugate though, and there's Camboni. Or died there with Funky taking down whoever that was. I am professional. My God. Oh, some early game shenanigans. I am tired. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Holy smokes. Looks like that is a 2 for 2 here in this early game, as these high ELO players are making sure to not give any quarrel to the enemy team, as you know, they're going to take exactly what is given to them in this match. So again, like as we were saying, the Kwong here is in the offlane, the Sarath is in the offlane as well, with Sparrow, Cameron here nice and alone, with the Richter here doing a very interesting job of rotating quite a bit. Look at these body blocks, absolutely monstrous, with the missed pull there. That's going to be huge. Oh, but the howitzer rocket does actually hit, and it looks like that did almost kill him, but unfortunately not. We do have a Bellica in the shadow plane. There is the stun, and a dead Brainy for sure on Howitzer, as there is the blue team scraping out a kill there, as the Severug does escape with his life. Cabadani here definitely looks, you know, if he had landed that pull, that would have been a much different scenario, as that would, you know, that would have been something. Looks like he missed that as well. Vision did a fantastic job of sidestepping that, as he definitely read that for sure. Both supports here have been rotating to mid lane twice now so far at the 3:55 minute mark. So that is something for sure. And there is the missed pull again, pulling the minion instead of Vision here. Which if losing too many pulls here, you're going to lose the main advantage of having a Richter as a support. Because you know what, his success hinges on that on that pull. That is what Richter is all about. Mid lane is looking like it's going to be pretty simple here with Howie versus Howie here, as the junglers are the Sevarog and the Yin. Which the Yin is going to provide more damage in the late game versus the Sevarog, but the Sevarog's early game gank potential is going to be astronomical with his ultimate, with his subjugate. You guys know Sevarog. He's going to be an absolute terrifying beast. Well, I say the Twin Blast here is going to have a nice time. He has been just farming up nice and safely, just like Cameron, so he's going to have a pretty good time here, as the Bellica support is rotating again, just like the Howitzer is, but looks like It's Mike has a fantastic rotation here on Brainy, just getting crowd control to snot, and absolutely taken down very easily here, as, wow. You guys can see that control is very, very powerful. Coordinating damage, coordinating just the roots, the ganks was so powerful, as Brainy is getting pretty picked on now. It is 4-2 for the blue team, as they have just been able to secure the kills, as It's Mike has been able to escape here a little bit more. Oh, it's good looking like a very exciting early game here, and let's see if the blue team can hold on to a lead and amplify this lead. Looks like the Bellica is coming in for the gank. Bellica support is ganking, as there is the fantastic crowd control to end the Richter, and Cameron unfortunately cannot secure a kill here on Vision, as she's forced to play it a little bit safe with the Bellica kind of staying by. Oh, Cameron's definitely going to be able to make something, Vision. You got to be careful, and that's exactly what she is. So, well done by Vision to hold her own here against somebody like Cameron, but that Bellica support is being a complete beast. What is she doing? Going everywhere. She's jungling now. She's ganking, leaving the Twin Blast all alone. This is very interesting, as you know what? Twin Blast, guys, that is the benefit of having a Twin Blast. He is the most elusive of the carries, besides maybe a Seraph, so you can leave him alone. And you know what? I think that is exactly what we're seeing. That is what the blue team is trying to do intentionally here. Trying to leave that Twin Blast alone, get that early game advantage here with the Bellica and the rotations. And maybe that is what she's kind of thinking here. Maybe she has communicated that. Hopefully she's communicated that with her team, and they are playing around it. Looks like Brainy is getting a ton of pressure with the Sevarog here in the Shadow Realm. She has to be careful here. He has the ultimate. There is the subjugate into the ultimate. Tokeflit should be able to easily take this down. There is the stun. There is the knockback, and easy peasy takedown of Brainy here from It's Mike and Tokeflit. Fantastically done, as they're absolutely getting just demolished here on this orange team in this early game, as the blue team is not letting up. There is the juke here by Funky. Can he get away? I think he can, as wow, he is going to have an easy time here. Landing the stun. Oh, but fantastic stun and ultimate to finish him off. Chips Dose is now out of position. There's a 3 of the blue team has collapsed here to help out on this gank, and it looks like she is going to be able to get out there. Oh, orange team is in a bit of a trouble here. The blue team is compounding on their advantage and using every single opportunity they can to put the pain to this orange team, as this advantage is going to skyrocket out of control if the orange team can't play it safe and just farm. So it's already the 8:30 mark, and Brainy Flit is Brainy Flit. Wow. Brainy is gonna have to be a little bit more careful with all of this pressure. Just gonna have to freeze this lane. Just focus on last hits, playing it super safe, as he's trying to control the river buffs. That is just bringing him out of position. The Howitzer can then land a fantastic mine to get him out of position with the Sevarog root. I mean, it is so dangerous for him to be coming out into this middle of the map, so he needs to play it safe. And there's that Bellica, the support Bellica, roaming around, taking jungle camps, taking river buffs, being a beast. Unbelievable what we are seeing in this match, and it's working. The Kwang, I mean the Kwang Twin Blast here. I'm not sure who to give the advantage to, because the Twin Blast will have an easy time dashing out of the sword, or if he does land the sword, then he'll just dash out of the way anyways after the ultimate. So I mean, the Kwang, not much he can do, but just kind of easily, stay in lane with his lifesteal and make stuff happen. So it's a very smart move for this Belican to be leaving, as the Twin Blast will have an easy time. I really do think he's going to have an easy time. Very, very interesting. Here is Wowie coming in on Brainy. Look at that poke damage from Toke Flit, absolutely being astronomical here, as Brainy's gonna have an easy time. There is the stun, and there's the, oh, but she was planning on using her ultimate, I'm sure of it. Oh, but wow, unbelievable. It's Mike coming in with the absolutely relentless pressure on Brainy. I almost feel bad for him, as It's Mike is probably going to get away here. No, he's not. There is finally It's Mike taken down, as Kabadani is now in trouble, and there's a easy peasy kill on him as well. Caught trying to rotate, help out his teammates, as it's the pressure here on this blue team is absolutely ridiculous. The coordination here to have this pressure on this mid lane is out of control. We now have a little engagement here. Vigin versus iCameron. Gotta be careful, Vigin. That's gonna be, oh, nice invulnerability frame to absolutely make sure that she doesn't take the damage that would have otherwise killed her there from that piercing shot. Well played and well read here. Absolutely phenomenal. Holy cow. What a game. Here at the 11-minute mark, we're going to take a pause here, see what is going on in the CP department. Obviously, the lead is going to go to the blue team with 9 and 3, 19, 15, 14, 14, 14 versus 15, 13, 13, 12, 11. Absolutely going to be going over to the blue team's favor here, above by 25 to 50% here in terms of the CP. In terms of the CP lead, anywhere from 50 to 100% advantage here. Anything interesting here on the Serath? Vampiric Elixir, very interesting. Assassin's Ward and Adamant Edge and Healer Token, very phenomenal indeed. The Twin Blast 2, Master of Gems, and the Sage's Ward as well. He really does need attack speed, so this absolutely should be a Flashfire Piston, but this is absolutely going to be okay if he's going for a burst build, which is definitely going to work with all of this crowd control and the Serath. That is definitely going to work, so really no harm done there. Look at the CP of Toke Flit outbeating their own ADC. Incredible. It's Mike going for Whirling Wand. He definitely does need attack speed as Sevarog, so that is very sound, very much like that. Anything interesting here? Kwang going Shadow Scroll Kwang here, which I haven't seen very much of recently, just because of the meta shifting here. And his basic attack is probably, well, if it works, there is a lot of crowd control, so he can definitely do that indeed. A whole bunch of Master of Gems coming out for the Yin. She gets a lot of attack speed per hero level, so that is a-okay. And you know what? Pretty standard overall. A brief reprise here as both teams kind of collect themselves. There is that poke from Toke Flit, absolutely going to town. Toke Flit knows that he can afford to do that because as they do have control over the river buffs. There is that poke on Toke Flit. Can Chips Doze and Brainy here. No, Brainy, you should have seen that coming and use the mine here to create some kind of an advantage, but unfortunately, maybe you know what? It probably is playing it safe, and that is probably the smarter thing to do at this point. Farming, just making sure that you can catch up on some advantage here. Kabadani and iCameron here having an easy time in this right lane. Kabadani has been forced to rotate because the Belka is rotating as well. I don't think she's spent a moment in this off lane so far, maybe a couple of times, as I find that oh so interesting. As in the siege department, we do have the mid lane tower at half health for the orange team. The off lane is down, but the blue team's off lane is almost dead, so this should be dead here on the next nice slow push, as that is going to work very nicely. And a gank here on Brainy again. It's going to absolutely be taken down here. We can go back, because that was probably quite the gank indeed. to see. So we can see that here as Brainy is once again caught out by the howitzer. Absolutely just taken out easily. That shadow buff is the shadow river buff is incredibly great for somebody like a Sevarog to dive in and knock them out just like that. And Tokeflit is doing a fantastic job using that mine as well. And that pressure in the mid lane is astronomical. So it looks like Chipstos is going to try to pressure out these guys a little bit, as Chipstos does get that last hit on that Raptor, interestingly enough. And now the orange team is going to come in here and get it, but Kabadani is like, oh, hello guys, so we're not getting it. As looks like now he is retreating indeed. So it looks like Tokeflit is going to be super aggressive. Holy smokes, he's so out of position here. Looks like he's going to be very sneaky though. The orange team has no idea he is here. As wow, orange team is doesn't have a ward. They do have a ward in their own jungle, but not going to be able to see it. Here is a gank here coming on the Richter. Let's see if he can do it. No, and there is, oh my goodness, look at that burst. Absolutely phenomenal. And Tokeflit 23 CP as wow, absolutely annihilated the Richter there. As Tokeflit is incredibly fed here at 23 CP. Enemy has been slain again. Another hero for the orange team goes down over the gold buff. As iCameron is just sitting here farming and doing his job, protecting his tower, trying to stay relevant here in this game at 19 CP. While Tokeflit is at 24 CP. Here's iCameron. He's going to go to town here as he knows that he can probably take her. Oh, but yeah, Vision's like, yeah, he has to peace out. iCameron has to at least get into a little bit of a defensive position. As yeah, so Vision, she is melee, but she's even more of a hyper carry here than iCameron. So I mean, she's got to play it even extra careful. So Brainy here once again has done it. He has all things granted. With all of this pressure, he has been very good here at defending this lane. All of this pressure here in his tower is still at half health. Now it's going to go down to probably a quarter or less here with these siege minions and rage minions, as he's forced to stay literally behind his tower in order to stay alive, because its mic has been absolutely a nuisance to him, as they're not giving him any quarter at all. So let's see here what is happening, as looks like Kabadani is laying a little bit of a position to make something happen. Here's Brainy getting a little bit pressured out here by the howitzer, by the twin blast rather, as the tower is taken down, is forced to retreat, and it looks like he is very much indeed going to be going back here A-okay.
An enemy tower is under attack.
So here at the 15-minute mark, the CP lead continues to increase here for the blue team. 25, 23, and 20. But there is that damage here on the Kwang. Oh, it's just absolutely insane here what Tokeflit has been able to pull off so far in this match. Chips Doze has to be careful as well, as Tokeflit seems to be the absolutely insane howitzer. As anything different for here's Ash of the Witch already for a Twin Blast, so he's definitely, absolutely going for a bursty build. Well, let's see. Yeah, he will be going to crit now, so it'll be interesting to see how much of a burst build he goes into. And Quenching Scales coming up for the Bellica. Yeah, she's going support as you know, the strength of Bellica is remarkable. So building her as a support is gonna play on that damage quite nicely. There is a Brainy and able to get out of here. There is iCameron. He is gonna get tossed around, but nothing's really gonna happen from this. Wow is going to probably use his ultimate ooh, no, he doesn't. iCameron has no mana, so that's going to really hurt. Here's Kabadani missing his ultimate. Oh, ouchies. As now he's going to come in. There's a pull on it's Mikey, but he wanted to get on the Bellica, but now he's pressing the advantage here. Does the team follow up? No, unfortunately not. As looks like they are able to get a kill here on the Bellica. And as now it's Mikey is thinking he's trying to make something happen, but oh, there's Chips Does. Absolutely gonna go to town. There is the death, but here is the Serath. Vision's gonna come in, absolutely clean house here with that Sparrow and the Richter. Oh yikes! Here's Tokeflit and Vision, but no, they don't. They aren't going to go into the enemy's weak jungle here and make it happen. Here's Funky coming late to the party. Maybe trying to make something happen here. Is he going to be able to get no as the mine? Definitely knocks him away, and is going to just to go here. Here's Vision knocking, just wailing into Funky here, as she is definitely much more fed than he is at 20 CP versus. Oh wow, very good job here done by Funky, staying in lane and farming up in order to stay relevant here. You know, Funky's gonna have to start being a little bit a little careful here, as the blue team is definitely has the capacity, has the CP to invade the orange team's jungle here. So they're gonna have to definitely start putting wards in their jungle, because the blue team does have such a strong advantage and a strong momentum here in this game. There's Vision taking a couple of hits into Funky. There is the pull there on WoW, but no support here behind Kabadani, as the orange team just needs to play it safe, and he's kind of not getting the memo here. There's the ultimate to catch the howitzer out of his ultimate. Wow, fantastic. There's the orange team ultimate, orange team howitzer ultimate, but not gonna happen here, as that's Mike. There is the teleblink, fantastic, or some kind of blinker. We're gonna see what exactly that is, and there, yes, indeed, a teleblink there to put him to safety, as that was a well done. As that was a job well done by him to stay safe, as the blue team is continuing to put the pressure here in the orange team's strong jungle. Absolutely insane what this blue team here has been able to do, and just put the pressure and keep that pressure, compound that advantage that they got in the early game. The execution has been out of this world. There is the Funky almost being able, but there's a quenching scales to finish, or to save WoW E, absolutely, and he gets destroyed instead. Can Chips Does can pull this around? No, but here's Kabadani. He's going to come in, but the rest of his team isn't there, as he needs to be a little bit focused here on maybe protecting the carry. Looks like, wow, quenching scales to make this happen, as holy cow, what a play there by the quenching scales to save the Twin Blast from death. And it looks like the orange team's safe lane tier 1 is going to go down absolutely with Tokeflit, and it's Mike having easy peasy time in this safe lane, taking it down with no pressure onto them. Looks like Cameron and Vision are going to go at it, but Vision has to be careful, as against not only Cameron, but also a ranged carry that's going to scale a little bit, a teeny weeny bit better than she is here in this kind of mid game so far. She has to be careful, and there is a Sparrow going to town here. As looks like, does she have a lifesteal? No, she doesn't, but she's going to do enough damage there to secure that. As she's Cameron rather has been doing a pretty good job. Well, actually, I mean, all things considered, 30 versus the 32 of the Twin Blast, and 35 by Tokeflit. My God, man, been able, absolutely fantastic. Just trying to stay relevant here and farm. So at the 21-minute part, we will take a quick pause here to see anything. There's that teleblink coming up for Brainy, as he'll definitely need that. Definitely not a emergency blink, but he hopefully will see stuff coming and be able to use that to get to safety. Quenching scales, Kabadani absolutely going to be very, very important, not only for himself but for the rest of his teammates. Left-hand Bellica, we've seen that quenching scales already save a life. That is absolutely phenomenal. Teleblink on Tokeflit as well, to get into and out of position. Very, very nice. Blink shot on the Twin Blast as well. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. And Ash of the Witch. That's very interesting to see on the Twin Blast, but will add some utility for his team for sure. So, fantastic game so far here for this blue team. Putting the pressure, putting the pain on the orange team, as all of the orange team's tier 1 towers are down, and interestingly enough, only the blue team's tier 1, the middle tier 1, has remained as well. So very interesting that the orange team has been able to clear those outside lanes while all of this pressure has been placed on them. Again, Cameron here taking it nice and easy in this off lane, doing a good job farming up, trying to stay relevant here. Vision assaulting the orange team's Amberlink. Looks like she's going to be out of position. The orange team should just collapse here on Vision, but looks like they're trying to go for Tokeflit. Doesn't get it. Here's Vision. There's the Howitzer ultimate. Interestingly enough, that maybe was a little bit premature, but Vision is getting pretty hard. But here's the full team. There's a fantastic two-person Kwang ultimate by It's Mikey, but absolutely committing these orange team. Oh, but look at that blink though. Cameron Kabadani goes down in the back line. There's Cameron absolutely going to get annihilated by Tokeflit. There you go. Fantastic teleblink. Look at that teleblink play. Cameron's going to get taken down by WoW, and Funky and Brainy are forced to retreat. Blue team domination here, as you know, they aren't letting this orange team getting any advantage whatsoever, simply outplaying, outmaneuvering, making sure that the orange team can't get any advantage whatsoever, and that is absolutely amazing. Brainy's going to have a tough time here if the three of them do decide to push this mid lane, but they're not. Tokeflit is deciding to remain, as It's Mikey. No, they are going to retreat here, as they got a little bit of an advantage here. They got some kills. They should, yes, retreat, and definitely, you know, take it easy in terms of not pressing an advantage too far here. It's like Funky and WoW is going to make it. There is the sword, but that does not going to lead into anything with the minion wave here coming up. Here's Funky. If he had a little bit more mana and his ultimate, maybe he can make something happen, but I don't think that's going to work just yet here. It's Mikey maybe looking to come make something happen here on Funky's kind of positioning a little bit aggressively. I don't think he knows that there are orange team. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he is providing that vision for the Twin Blast to come in and take those out, which is very smart indeed to make any of these ganks happen. But here is the It's Mikey. You don't know that the whole bunch of the enemy team's coming. Here's Funky taking the damage. The Twin Blast burst there is pretty darn good, but looks like a Vision. Cameron absolutely taking out Tokeflit there in a little bit of a skirmish. WoW is going to absolutely get taken down as well. There is some coordination, but there's a Quenching Scales to save her life. Can she get out of here? Oh, fantastic piercing shot. Well done. Boy, the Quenching Scales unfortunately wasn't enough. Cameron, a fantastic piercing shot to finish that off. Absolutely phenomenal plays here at this level, as they're gonna make it out here. That's Mikey. Is he gonna get out? Cameron. Oh, so close. Absolutely so close. As there you go, the orange team here clawing 2 kills out of these engagements should provide them some easy farm here for at least a couple minutes. They're going to be getting Raptor Camp here, so that's going to be very nice for Cameron. You're going to get some siege presence again. So here is Cameron going in. The three of them. Does the sword land on the Twin Blast? It does, but they aren't going to engage. They aren't going to commit to that. So here is some map presence finally for the orange team, as it's going to hopefully lead to some side lane presence, followed by grouping in the mid to grab this oh so important blue. The blue mid lane tower, sorry, as Cameron is actually committing here. I'm not sure exactly what this is all about, as it gets totally taken out. No orange team support, as a blue team does a great job of absolutely does a fantastic job here of collapsing on Cameron, preventing him from absolutely farming up here in their off lane. As here's the Kwang, he's getting collapsed on as well. Several coming in from behind. There is the The Twin Blast missing his oh so important bursty shots. He can't be doing that. There is the ultimate. Oh, is he gonna be able to take it out? No, there's a blink shot, and very fantastic blink shot as well. It's Mikey should be able to secure this kill. There is the ultimate. Not sure if that was overly done well. There is the subjugate. Absolutely well done. Doesn't finish him off though, unfortunately, as the gank was almost a bad thing, as the Kwang did actually almost get the Twin Blast there. And its Mike actually almost died as well. So the orange team is turning it around. These engagements are going in their favor a little bit more. The Yin here is split pushing in the right lane. If the blue team isn't careful, that is going to draw a lot of them out into this right lane, giving the orange team the opportunity to push this mid lane. Let's see if that actually does happen. Chips does he put down a ward? No, it doesn't have a ward, which is an issue. Always get your wards, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Vision though. He's going to be coming in. I think Vision does have the advantage here over Chips Does, but they do split off and not engage. So very, very interesting here that you know, it's the orange team is coming back. They are clawing back some sort of maybe not an advantage, but some sort of presence in this game, but not really. Chips Does. Oh, that must be a replay bug here. We go forward and back here to see. There we go. 41, 37, and 30 versus 43, 43, 36, 32. So yeah, they're still definitely in the lead here on this blue team, but the orange team is actually doing a pretty good job here of staying relevant, as you know, that is going well. So here's Cameron pushing this lane hard, forcing maybe an engagement. Oh, but there's a fantastic gank here by Vision and Wow to absolutely eliminate Chips Does. Here's Funky trying to make something happen here on the Serath. Can he do it? No, unfortunately he's not. That's going to pull him out, and he's going to get taken out very easily here by the Twin Blast and Bellica. Here's Cameron. He is forced to retreat. There's the Howitzer ultimate. Not unfortunately there. There is the fantastic right click onto the Howitzer. Do about a 3-person bomb by the Bellica, absolutely destroys them, and there is the orange team going down to Brainy, barely able to escape from his life. What is happening? The orange team simply can't make it happen. The blue team is just executing too well. The orange team maybe there. The Kwang did try to dive a little bit too much there to secure the kill on the Serath. That pulled him away, enabling a 2v1 two 2v1s for the blue team, and this is going to lead to an inhibitor pick, I'm sure. Maybe Brainy here can defend it. He doesn't have his ultimate, but unfortunately there is the knockback. Fine. Well, but Tokeflit's probably is he gonna take it? No, he's not. He isn't going to die, as the Howitzer here is going to be able to defend the lane, although oh, he gets taken down. Oh no, and the Bellica does live. Oh my goodness, the blue team here is absolutely executing very, very well, simply outplaying this orange team. Fantastically done. Absolutely very, very strong presence here by this blue team. We can take a look at the 30-minute mark at the builds. If there's as a lull in the battle here happens, quenching scales, as she is building a little bit of damage here. As you can see, there is damage here. She's going into some ability pan here, as Honor the Pure coming out as well with a Teleblink. Absolutely phenomenal, as that's really going to work. It's Mike here going in on Chips Does. Looks like he's actually winning this engagement, as the Twin Blast barely escapes with his life. That's Mike with a blink, but no, not able to make anything happen there, as he does escape. Here's the Twin Blast, or here's the Howitzer pushing to secure the kill here on the Yin, but no, it doesn't happen. As wow, holy cow, Cabadani here trying to come in, make something happen, misses the pull, but there is the ultimate to secure the Howitzer in place. He is able to get out, as now the blue team is collapsing here on the orange team, as that didn't work. Oh, but Cameron absolutely deletes Tokeflit there, as he comes in to help the rest of his team. Very, very well done on his part. And there is a 1-for-1 here, as the kills do slowly start to pull ahead for the blue team regardless. Again, nothing too fancy here, but Ash of the Witch and Master Gem. Very interesting. A lot of blinks here for both teams. We got Teleblinks, Stab Blinks all over the place. Really, really interesting to see that on this. In these high levels, because they can really do it. Look at that. There's the Teleblink forward for the Bellica. Doesn't land the stun on the high value carry. And there's another Teleblink to get away from its mic. Man, these blinks are absolutely phenomenal, as the plays that they are pulling off is, well, you know, is of the caliber of the skills of these players. As you know, if anybody's going to pull off these crazy stunts, it's going to be these guys. So it looks like the blue team is once again putting the pressure on the orange team's strong jungle. Hopefully the orange team here can push them out, reclaim a little bit of territory, as this mid lane is going to be a very tough point of contention for the orange team. Try to push up, get any sort of map presence, map security, with this middle lane being, you know, being a inhibitor down. It's really going to be tough here. So we have a 3v3 here in the mid lane. The Sparrow is going to come up. Here's, wow, teleblinking forward for a stun, but nothing can come of that. Tokeflit couldn't secure anything there with in mind, as they are forced to retreat here as the minion wave is pushing forward once again, making it even harder for them to push up. So here's the wow, getting absolutely taken out. There is the absolutely deleted. There is the deletion of the Richter coming into play, guys. Richter is absolutely phenomenal. High skilled players can use that pull to make some crazy stuff happen. As that pull it lands, it's basically death. It is basically death. So here, finally, the orange team has numbers advantage. They should be able to group up here and push down this mid lane, get some sort of siege for these, you know, get some sort of siege advantage from the numbers advantage. So let's see if they can manage that. There's the poke on Chokeflit, almost takes them out as well. Who's Shiptoes have to be careful. Oh, there's the, oh wow, fantastically done. Oh, but Sarah actually lands the kill somehow. Not sure how the hell that happened. As she had gone way above, but here's Captain Danny. He's going to get taken out, and I Cameron as well is getting taken out. What is happening? Can she 1v2 here? No, absolutely taking out Mike. It's Mike, and the burst here from the Twin Blast is too much. Can the orange team make something happen? No, there's a quenching scales. No, but no, the blue team is just too dominant here, too well fed, and they're simply playing too well. Letting the orange team, look at all these blinks, it's absolutely insane. And this should be game. The blue team has a complete team wipe, mid lane inhibitor down, and this should be game. Wow, guys, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of the blue team here. How did they get such a decisive win here in this match? Was it that early game advantage that they just didn't let up on? Is it this insane execution from these high elo players? Is it, what is it? You guys let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of this match. Please like the video if you like it, dislike it, share with the community, guys, and of course subscribe. If you guys like this content, found it useful, I would certainly love to be able to do it for you in the future. Till next time, like always, stay optimistic and positive.